Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
McCaffrey. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to his left.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mayfield to throw it. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start. This is to a regular season charge. Remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Giants had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Giants are going to get a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Mayfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Giants 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. And he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he fires one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
19 seconds.
Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone, Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. To return is Roberts.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
McCaffrey.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, 69 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And some room to work. And they work this out past the 25. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them to